Oh yeah, I'm in.
All right, we'll start first with Herbie Teope. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Blake, welcome back to Kansas City.
I appreciate it, man. It's good to be back.
Yeah. Hey, you're widely regarded as one of the top blocking tight ends in the league. You rank high, you score high consistently amongst all the analytics sites. What goes into the mentality to be a blocking tight end? And I'll have another question after this.
Yeah, I think it's just, man, I've gotten better each and every day. Going into year 7, I've had some great coaches, and then that's starting with, Tony Sperano in San Francisco and been all over the place. And then obviously with Coach Melvin's done a great job. And then with Travis in there, man, I've learned so much in that 2019 season. And, I'm looking forward to getting back out there and grinding away too.
Now, second question, since you mentioned Travis, obviously you were the Cowboys last year, but when you look back at what Travis was able to accomplish last year as a receiver, what were your thoughts as you were watching him set all these records?
I mean, it's incredible, man. I mean, I wasn't surprised at all just because being in the room with him, just the way he competes, the way he works every single day, is no surprise to me, man. I mean, that guy is the best tight end in the league, and I can't wait to get back in the room with him.
Let's go next to Matt McMullen. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Blake. Welcome back, man.
What's going on, man?
My question's pretty simple. Just why'd you want to come back?
Man, with the free agency stuff and just how crazy everything is, you just never know what's going to happen. But, my agent talked to the front office of the Chiefs, and once he said that, it was a no-brainer, man. I wanted to get back. Great front office, great coaches, great fan base. And, with my uncle playing there and just growing up a Chiefs fan, it was a no-brainer.
Let's go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Blake, welcome back. Now that you've been with a bunch of different organizations, you were here and obviously not last year and then came back. Just how does Andy Reid, in your eyes, playing for different head coaches, differentiate himself and maybe entice you to make a return?
I think the biggest thing with Coach Reid is just the people he puts around him, the coaches, the staff. And then you can tell with the players too, just like I said, the locker room and how great it is. Just being different places you really respect, coming back and just knowing the guys in the locker room. But, like you're saying, Coach Reid, he's unbelievable, just a mastermind. And with Coach Bieniemy, just like I said, all the coaches over there on the offensive side that I deal with, they're unbelievable, man. Just teachers of the game and just want to get you better as a player.
Looks like we got 4 more. We'll start from the bottom and work our way up. Go ahead, Darren.
Blake, welcome back to Kansas City. Just, your time in Dallas, you got a chance to be around Dak Prescott, but coming back to Kansas City, you mentioned about Travis Kelce and the competition being there. What does Kelce do that kind of motivates and pushes you to reach new heights? And do you think you can push him this year to break his record that he set last year?
Hey, man, every time that, I step on a field or, in the tight end room, I'm just trying to help, those guys get better. And Travis does the same thing, man. When I was there, he helped me every single day, whether it was, top of routes or seeing coverages or, even blocking. So, and I know that, man. I know my role, and whatever my role is, I'm going to be there and try to help the team win. So I know it's going to be a great room, and we're just going to get right in there just like we started it and keep pushing, man.
Let's go next to Sarin Petro. Go ahead, Sarin.
Blake, listen, I know you're not going to say anything negative about any other place you've been, but last year down in Dallas, there was a lot going on. There's a lot of conversation. Once Dak went down, what's his future? That's been swirling down there for 3 years. I'm just curious, how does that, you mentioned Andy Reid and his style and the coaching staff. Things are pretty mellow here, even when there's been some off the field things. He does a pretty good job of calming it down, maybe to our chagrin, right, in the media. There's nothing you can attach to and maybe make a big deal out of. But I'm curious how, you've been, like you said, a number of different places. How having like a steady, calm environment versus maybe all the stuff that was going on last year in Dallas is much more conducive to playing winning football.
Well, I will say that Coach McCarthy came in there with no OTAs and very limited stuff, and I thought he did a great job, man. And it was a great locker room there as well. And like you said, injuries, sometimes that happens in the game and you got to kind of just battle through it and push through it. But, like you said, I think with Coach Reid, he's so great because he's the same guy every day. you know, you might have a bad day or a bad practice, but the next day, you know, he's going to be the same guy. And, you know, you're striving for the same goals and you're trying to win a championship. So that's why I respect him so much is like I said, he's just the same guy every day.
Let's go to Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Blake, welcome back to KC again. You know, last year, the Chiefs, I mean, Andy Reid's always been a multiple tight end kind of guy, but they used a little bit of less 12 personnel last year. What is it about, you know, you feel like your skill set that suits you well to this offense? And how does Andy and Bieniemy and the offensive guys and the coaching staff really utilize that second tight end spot effectively?
Well, you know, just like I was saying, you know, it's 12 personnel is awesome. You know, obviously I love it because, you know, you get more tight ends out there and, you know, just like I said, with a guy like Travis, it is so good out there at everything that, you know, when I'm out there, I'm just trying to make the team better, man. And if my role is to block that 6 technique and, you know, make that run spring for 50 yards or whatever it is, or to get the first down, then I love it. And that's why, you know, I'm pumped to come back to KC and whatever my role is, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability.
All right, we got 2 more, Adam Teicher and Nate Taylor. Let's go to Adam first. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Blake, a couple things. First of all, what was it like to leave here just as the Chiefs had won a championship? But was that hard to kind of take yourself out of this situation? And Brad, I'll have one follow-up as well.
You know, it was. It definitely was difficult just with the ride and you know, just everything that happened after the end of that season. Well, then the COVID hit and, you know, everything kind of slowed down a little bit. And like I said, I signed with the Cowboys and everything was virtual. And so that part was tough, just trying to learn the offense and kind of get back in the swing of things. But it definitely was tough. But, you know, that's why I wanted to come back. And I'm so happy to be back too. So.
All right. And how did you get your Super Bowl ring?
You know, I actually saw I saw a lot of guys when they did the ring ceremony and they were doing Instagram live or sending videos. So we got to see that, which obviously Cam Irving was over in Dallas with me too. So we were watching it pretty good. And finally they sent it to me. So I got it in the mail and it's been pretty special, man. That's for sure.
And we'll go last to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Blake, welcome back. Good to see you, man. Is there anything that you feel like you could take from your first time with the Chiefs that you can translate to this upcoming season that leads you to believe that you could have an even better season than you did back in 2019?
Well, I think it goes back to what I was saying too about the coaches, man. I mean, the offensive coaching staff that they have over there is unbelievable, man. And they're not gonna tell you anything that's gonna lead you astray, man. So I think that's the best part about them, that, you know, they're going to prepare. You're going to be prepared. And, you know, when you get to that game, just trust and listen to them. And like I said, when you got 15 back there and all the threats and Travis in the room, it's going to be pretty special, man. So I'm just ready to get to work and we'll start from there.
Blake, we appreciate you taking the time today, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Sounds good. See you guys.